Woo, Damien Dunlap. Send to be fat on Twitter, Instagram, Swallow G on Instagram, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, no snitching with an extra S. I'm gonna try to make this video short. It's not a fitness video, but I could say it's kind of related to health, maybe fitness. Um, so I'm reading on the Facebook news feed about something about marijuana and pesticide. Samples of marijuana test positive for cyanide and pesticides. And I'm gonna tell you, um, I had a marijuana shop, and we used to grow marijuana, and people used to bring by marijuana. You know, you always take a sample and stuff, and if you ever grew marijuana, you can grow it out. You can grow it naturally, um, which probably is much safer, much cleaner. But if you use hydro or cocoa, you putting chemicals in it, and if you don't flush it properly, um, you consuming chemicals. So what I've been thinking, which I know for a fact, is you smoking on that stuff you think is all extra healthy, or maybe help you with your glaucoma or some pain or something, but you keep smoking on it like, let's say, Wiz Khalifa or Snoop Dogg, you're gonna eventually get effed up. You're gonna smoke some chemical. You smoking chemicals, especially if it's hydro grown, and to make them buds super big and potent year round, they're using chemicals. And you're supposed to flush it, and sometimes it's not flushed properly. And OG smokers can tell it's something not flushed properly. The thing about that is, once you start smoking it, it's you can't take it back. So let me just, if you should always try to vape. Rolling it up to look cool is not good. And if I just advise you not to smoke marijuana at all unless you a cancer patient or something is going on with you really. And half of these people used to come to my shop with nothing wrong with it. Not even half. I would say 90% of the people who came to the shop with nothing wrong with it. There was some people that really had cancer, back problems, was effed up coming to the shop, and they needed some help, you know. But most of the people don't need no help. And then if you smoking and driving, you need to go take your ass need to go to jail, you know. Uh, then definitely no hash or no wax. I'm gonna tell you this story. So it's a guy. I think I forget OG Kush. I think it was OG Kush, and he said he grew it outside. So, and I wasn't too sure about it. He was a patient, and I said, just give me a sample, right? And then at the time, the people, I don't want to say her name, but my manager wasn't there, and I usually have her because she's an OG smoker. She can tell you right off the back. It was like maybe a few people there can tell you right off the back. So I smoked it, and then I said I gotta go home. And I remember my friend at the time was a security guard, and time I started key up and started to drive, my whole reaction time was off by 3 seconds. So I turned back around and came back. I said, "Man, I gotta stay here because well, I don't know what kind of stuff that was." He said he grew that outside, man. That was the most potent stuff. That was OG Kush, the most potent stuff I ever take. But since 2013, since my mother passed away, I haven't engaged in no marijuana activity. Well, on the side note, I didn't really start smoking marijuana until I was in my 40s. To think about it, a few times, maybe like twice in my 20s, but not really till my 40s when I opened that shop. When I opened the shop, people would come ask you questions. I'm like, huh? So, and then we would I would normally vape it and just to test it out, you know. What the good thing, I don't know if you ever heard this story, but I used to get fungus bad a couple times, mainly from the gym. And so I had fungus on my feet. The medicine wouldn't take it away. And the thing, if you ever get fungus, get the leaves, boil them, or put the leaves on your hand. Now, if you got to go to work or something, maybe you should do it on the weekend, and your fungus will be gone within probably the first 2 weeks. So let me end this. I went all over the place again. Yes, there's chemicals, all kind of stuff in this, and most of the marijuana you smoke. So that stuff, so much extra healthy is better than this and that. No, it's not. And I probably don't get. It's gonna even get a little more worse because you can get it's more people getting involved trying to push the product out faster. They're using chemicals because use you spraying some stuff on it to keep the seeds off, make sure it don't turn. If you don't have the right temperature, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, they gonna flip. And sometimes they're on the borderline to keep them down using more and more and more chemicals, and and a lot of the time that stuff not properly flushed. Have a wonderful day in your neighborhood.